Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Warlords of Draenor. And today we are turning in some quests and then doing a bunch of other quests. Yeah, some other quests for some NPCs here at the Kodo graveyard, of course. And in the next I'm going to start a specialization video, profession video for the archaeology tree, starting with this location and do like little episodes of Groknok the archaeologist when we actually do stumble upon a archaeological site and start to unravel some of the mysteries of Azeroth. So we're here at this place, but we need to find a way to actually get to those NPCs. Fortunately there is this little ramp here that we can use. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to do these quests here. And this is quite a long episode, and yes, the audio broke again. If you cannot tell, I am actually doing this after I've already recorded this episode once, and I didn't want to record this episode again. But I have to do it, otherwise the whole continuation of this episode doesn't have any amount of sense. It doesn't make any sense. So let's move on beyond this little problem that we have here, and we shall go ahead and do this. So here we are, accepting quests left and right. I'm not going to act the dialogue scenes,
and honor.
especially this one because it's a broken quest. Yeah, wasn't that my best idea there? But anyway, let's talk about Tessalus, shall we? Since this is a bit of a stretch of an episode, actually. It's quite a long episode, took me a while, and right now I have no interest in narrating what I'm doing. It's obviously, you can see what I'm doing, delivering Hollow Kodo horns for the little quest with the Forsaken here, and also trying to complete the quest for that orc guy over there. So yeah, also the video is fucking up quite badly, and I need to really pay attention to stuff. So I'm going to move my window here and wait a second until I deal with this stuff. Just make sure stuff is where it needs to be. Right, so moving on, let me just check everything is fine. Yeah, no, wait. Alright, now we're fine, now we're good. Let's talk about Tessalus, shall we? So Tessalus, in Tessalus the skulls of ancient Kodo beasts stare soullessly from their graves halfway buried in the dust. The husks of long dead trees jutting in gruesome angles, grey-ashed, are the only twisted remains of a burdened past. Until now it's pretty obvious what happened. This tower setting is violently jarred by the thunder of thousands of hooves, with the clamour of armored weaponry as the four tribes of the vicious centaur wage war on all who enter their domains, but most notably on one another. Tessalus is the home of the centaur. It was among the twisting cliffs of the Western Canyons that the race was born from the foul womb of Morrowind. Proud but sorrowful, the ruins of stone attest to the one-time glory of the highborn night elves, blasted in the depths of time by the shock waves of the great sundering. The ruins are inhabited now by all manner of foul creatures. Tessalus today is a battleground, many of the opposing factions represented here. Apart from the tension between the Horde and the Alliance at Shadowbraid Valley and Niel's Point respectively, The Kolkar, the Gelkis, the Magram, and the Marodin centaurs fight as much against each other as they do against the orcs and demons. Demon satyrs and undead successfully summoned by the Burning Blade present a major challenge for both the Horde and the Alliance, and portals to demonic worlds are constantly being opened. The Naga presence to the northwest coast is also steadily becoming a source of pressing concern. Unless steps are taken, Desolus risks to become a demonic stronghold, regardless of the introduction of fresh waters and recent creation of the Cenarian wildlands. Alright, so you can see from this brief description, it does say here that this article or section should likely be dramatically changed after the Cataclysm expansion. So yeah,
Looking for something
it hasn't
special?
been updated since then. Anyway, so races in here. The population is about 11,000 beings living in this place. There are 6,600 centaurs, 1,100 tauren, 880 trolls, 770 night elves, 550 satyrs, 440 demons, 440 orcs, 110 humans, 110 naga, a sea giant, some iron forge dwarfs, and some blood elves.
What brings
So you can see there are major settlements: Morodan, which is also a dungeon, 3,500, Niels Point 2,000, Valley of Spears 500, Ghost Walker Force, Walker Post 1250, Thunder Axe Fortress 1000, Shadowbray Village 900, Manarok Coven 500, Shadowbreak Ravine 200, Sargeron 100. There is no affiliation and it is located in the west of Kalimdor. So we can immediately see that it is quite a populated area. And although you don't see that much population in game, you can relate to it. So,
blood and
let's
thunder?
talk a bit about its history, alright? Legends claim that the centaur at the center of a dark union between one of the demigod Cenarius' sons and the princess of the chaotic earth elementals. When the first Khans were born of their union, it is said that they murdered their father for shame of their misshapen appearance. They were born filled with rage and savagery, and have not calmed in the centuries that followed. The first of their kind, the first of the Khans, gave rise to the 5 tribes of the Centaur. The race swept across the seas and soon became legendary for its brutality. The diligent Night Elves held them in check for ages until the Burning Legion rained its destruction upon the world. The Night Elves left the Centaur out of necessity for their own survival during the wars, allowing the twisted race to assume control of Desolus. Though fortunate enough not to be scorched into oblivion in the demon wars, Desolus was savage nonetheless due to the Centaur's ceaseless aggression. No longer threatened by Night Elves, the tribes plagued other plains races, chiefly the peaceful Tauren. This struggle endured for generations until recently, when the Tauren were at last driven from Desolus. The Centaur were never content with controlling just Desolus and have followed their tribal khans in a series of clashes with other races throughout southern and central Kalimdor. So it's basically the home of the Centaurs. Here is where the Centaurs were given birth to, in Morodan, which is actually spread across multiple dungeons, as you can see. So right now we are going to speak to Karnum at the Cenarian Glade here in the Cenarian Wildlands. Glade born from druidic magic. I'm going to talk to him, see exactly what he wants, what he does around here, and then we'll move on to get to Sargeron down in the northeast, actually up in the northeast, and deal with it. So yeah, we delivered Morin's concoction. Yes, he hates using Forsaken methods. Of course, he hates them. Everybody should hate them. They're not humane at all. They are, you know, inhumane since they are also undead. Anyway, yeah, so he isn't really keen on doing these things. Of course, this quest sadly doesn't work because it should be scripted for you to mount his hippogriff, his personal hippogriff, and head on to further develop the quest chain. Fortunately, it is broken, and I will explain in the machinima what happened instead of that outside of in-game material that I recorded. Anyway, let's jump back to Desolace. Speak about it. I know this is more of a lore episode, but I'm just trying to get a bit of stuff to do because I'm really bored. I know already what's happening, and I'm really not in the mood to react and redo everything. So I'm trying to do an alternative thing here. Although I'm really tired right now, but I really want to get this out of my way so I can record further down the line, because I just finished editing all the first 15 episodes and uploaded them in private status on my YouTube channel, awaiting further editing such as title, description, tags and all that stuff. If you ask yourselves when I'm recording this, I'm recording it on the 11th of July 2016. So yeah, the rest have been recorded and edited prior to this episode. Anyway, let's jump back to Desolace and talk about its history a little bit more. The mountainous barriers of the Stone Talons lie to the north and 1,000 meters to the southeast, isolating Desolace from much of the rest of Kalimdor. The grasslands and mesas of Mulgore stand directly east, and the land runs rugged and open to the storm-tossed coast to the west. The winds create water spouts against the lowland hills along the shore. The western coastline of Desolace is lush in sad contrast to the wasteland of its interior. Desolace is a grey, rocky wasteland littered with bones. It seems almost under a supernatural curse. Its skies always black and stormy, with lightning and high winds a constant throughout the realm. The surrounding mountains form a significant barrier to travel, a key reason why the Centaur have never established more than a sporadic presence elsewhere in Kalimdor. 5 barbarous Centaur tribes dominate the entire region with the strength of overwhelming numbers and unequaled ferocity. Each tribe is led by one of the dreaded Khans and is known by a distinctive tribal color: black, brown, green, red and yellow. Members use the color to mark their weapons and their faces. The Khans who lead each tribe rarely have contact with each other except for in times of war. There are no cultures of any note in all of Desolace, for the Centaurs have run them all down in their unceasing lust for conquest. The only animals that can sustain themselves in the arid and violent land were beasts such as lions, raptors, sand serpents, and harpies. In recent times, Horde, Alliance, the Burning Blade, the Cenarian Circle, Satyr and Naga have set up outposts in the desolate land, and only 4 of the 5 tribes control Desolace. With the Centaur kept in check, more species of animals occupy the land than before. So that is a brief history of the region. I don't want to talk about its geography. So yeah, what else could be interesting? Notable characters. Yes, of course, why not? Desolace is home to several characters of note. At the Ghostwalker post, Morin, Bone Splitter and Takata Steelblade seek aid in the battle against the Burning Blade. In Shadowgrey Village, Taiga Wisemane attempts to cleanse the demonic taint that the Burning Legion has brought with it. And at Niel's post, Kreldig Ungor sets bold adventurers to the wide corners of the land in search of mystical items and treasure. In addition, Rexa, used to wander these lands with his bear companion Misha until the Dark Portal reopened. So that was prior to the Burning Crusade expansion. Sadly, we cannot meet him, I'm afraid. Okay. Let's talk a bit about centaurs, because they are the main inhabitants of this place, and why there's so much struggle in these lands. So why not talk about them a bit?
I need to target something first.
Okay, so centaurs are half humanoid, half horse, warlike tribal race. They abound in central and southern Kalimdor, primarily in Deseret and the Barrens, where they engage in constant war against other centaur and the Toman tribes. Though rare, the woods of the Blasted Lands in the Eastern Kingdoms were once heavily populated with centaurs, savagery and brutality incarnate. They are affiliated to the Cenarian settlement. They are hostile, formerly led by Princess Teradras, and that is only a presumed thing. They are barbarians, druids, warriors, hunters, warlocks, shamans, and necromancers. Charged impalers, fire-colored ravagers, khans, conquerors, war khans, archer, and warriors. Maraudon is the racial capital. There have been numerous khans. So yeah, they speak Low Common and Krenka tribe, of the Krenka tribe. I would think that the Krenka tribe is also a notable thing to read, notable article. Anyway, let's talk about the history of this. We've heard that they have been born from a son of Cenarius and the princess of the Earth Elementals. So centaurs originated from Cenarius and or from his sons Zetar and the Centaur. 5 centaur clans in Kalimdor are the bastard offspring of Zetar, the keeper of the grove, the son of the demigod Cenarius, and an Earth Elemental, Princess Teradras. They are therefore related to the keepers of the grove and the Dryads, through their Cenarian lineage, and the element of earth. The centaurs, ever grateful creatures, slew their father in a bloodthirsty rage, and their mother buried his remains in Maraudon, which became a holy place for the centaurs. To this day she stands guard on Zetar's remains, holding his spirit prisoner. Other centaurs integrated into Zetar's clans, and those that make up other clans, are said to be born from Cenarius or by his son, the Centaur. Alright, so he's the Centaur. Anyway, you can see here how I'm trying to get done all these bastard of satyrs here in Sargeron. I've read a bit about that place, but let's search more information about this particular location. Sargeron was once a Night-Elven city, but has lain in ruins since the War of the Ancients. The town's original name has been lost to time, but its ruins are now home to numerous hate-fury satyrs, who have redubbed it Sargeron, after the demonic master Sargeras. The ruins contain several relics of Elune, namely Elune's brazier, Elune's handmaiden, the cup of Elune, and the ancient vortex runestone. In this episode you can find and see the Elune's bracers and Elune's handmaiden and the cup of Elune. Although all 3 of them have undoable quests on this server and also drive me crazy because they keep on disorienting my character and trying to kill it with mystical energy. Anyway, jumping over. That's basically the sole description of everything. Yeah, that's basically it. I haven't found the runestone. Oh, I saw it, but I couldn't get to it. I remember now. It's a quest giver for 3 quests, for probably for this place in Sargon. Anyway, what are exactly the Hate Fury? The Hate Fury sect is a group of satyrs in Sargon Desolus. They are allied with the Burning Blade clan. So they're allied with the Burning Blade. They are led by Prince Kellen, presumed son of Xavius himself. Now that's dangerous. They're living next to some old relics of Loon, namely a Loon Covenant. The sect has allied itself with the local Burning Blade clan. Well. It seems that this Prince Kellen is quite the character. It's a level 33 rare mob satyr found in Desolus. Like the other Hate Fury, he drops Vial of Hate Fury blood, which is used for the Warlock quest. Anyway. Yeah, it's basically just another NPCs, but the fact that it is rumored to be Xavius' son is quite important, actually. I'm gonna make a special video explaining, I'm gonna start with the lore and the War of the Ancients, but I will be needing to read the books, so you'll have to be patient for that. I've actually started reading the first book, and I can tell you that from what I've seen, Xavius is quite an important character so far, but I'm not going to reveal anything. You can check out any other videos, but I'm just saying, just wait for me to read the books and give you my review of the books, and also my way of explaining you guys what exactly happened in the whole World of Warcraft, and trying to summarize everything pretty quick, pretty short and easy to understand, because there are thousands of lore videos out there, and I just want to make a chronologically archive of exactly what happened at which point in history, starting with the beginning, the creation of the world, what we know, only what we know, what the War of the Ancient was, what the other War of the Ancient was, because if you read the books, I read only a part of the first book, and I've watched a lot of lore videos. So I do know that the initial War of the Ancients was a war between all the old gods, you know, like Yaxaron and all those guys. They were fighting against each other, and that was the original War of the Ancients. But that all changed when Malagos went insane for the first time. At least that's what I think it happened. And the whole temporal anomaly took place. Ronin and Crassus were sent back in time, and the whole thing was insane. Anyway, here we are. Keep on killing these guys. I do believe I killed Prince Kellen in this episode. No, I killed another prince back in Ashen Vale, but not on this character. Oh, I remember things from happened a long time in the past by the course of this storyline of Grognok's journey. Things that you will also learn about, but sometime in the future in a special prequel series. A long prequel series, actually, because it's going to span along all the expansions that, you know, that we never played, theoretically. Like I said, I'm going to do a cataclysmic let's play of World of Warcraft Cataclysm, a peaceful let's play of Mists of Pandaria, a icy, a cold-hearted let's play of Wrath of the Lich King, a burning let's play of Burning Crusade, and of course not going to be Burning Crusade in itself, it will be a Wrath of the Lich King version of the content which Burning Crusade provides in its limits, because I really don't want to go through the, let's call it that. I don't have exactly a lot of time to invest in playing video games, you know, especially that my final year is coming, so this Burning Crusade shit might be released as I go to college already, and I'm going to be in my first year of college. I don't know yet, but anyway, I will not have much time, and really Burning Crusade, although being the best expansion for World of Warcraft, gave a hardcore experience. You had to collect keys to get into heroic and mythic mode and all that stuff. The content was generally harder. It was just the hardness of vanilla plus the new content from the Burning Crusade. Alright everyone, so let's go. I completed it. It took me like half an hour, approximately an hour, to find all the rogues, all the satyr rogues, and get them killed. And now we are going to go back to our quest giver. Ooh, it's really late, and I should be going to sleep, which I'm going to do. I'm gonna pause this video pretty much, go to sleep, and then come back tomorrow and finish this episode tomorrow. Yeah, it's like the best thing I've ever heard. Okay, so let's go to Carnum's Glade, and from Carnum's Glade we're gonna go and turn in this quest. See you guys at the turn-in point. And there you go, people, here we are. Takata Steel Blade. You have done well, Shaman. You have shown honor and dedication. When our campaign in Desolus is done, the War Chief will know that you aided us in our actions here, and that you helped make his will manifest.
Strength.
Great.
Go forth to victory.
The fight goes well, Grognak. Perhaps the War Chief will allow us to return to our homes before the seasons change if we continue to make such great strides in our battle against the demons and their underlings. Return to Keldar and let him know what we have done. I am sure he will reward you for your efforts here. His cause is important to him, and he will take pride in knowing that the War Chief respects his concerns.
With honor.
Alright, so that's something to anyway, the point is it's not right now, it's not important on track. Alright, so we need to leech the blood from the thunder lizards, and then I don't know, guess making our way to Shadowprey Valley, see what they need, help them in any way we can, and then after that's done we'll move to Feralas. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe. I've been Michael from Sagas and Stories. You're watching Warlords of Draenor. Thanks for watching.